All right, it's the Rundown Tuesday. It's July 12th. It is brought to you by Movement Watches. 15% off, free shipping, free returns. Movement Watches start at just $95. Department store looking at $400 to $500. Click on this here, mvmt.com/rundown. And there you go. You'll get your 15% off.
Get the shades too. I don't know why I don't push the shades, because the shades
I'd like to see the shades.
I wear the shades like all the time.
There's somebody on this panel who's probably very interested in the shades.
Didn't take long for there to be an eye joke, did there?
Oh, that was a good one. No. People, you look at me like you didn't get it at first. Yeah? Because he has fucking
halfway through the ad read. Halfway through the ad read.
Well, I didn't.
Maybe not even halfway.
Honestly, that's just flow. But it's like, I didn't know he was going to bring up the shades.
I didn't really think of that. I do like the sunglasses. I shouldn't have brought it up.
You really got to harp the sunglasses, huh, Kevin?
The sunglasses?
Hats?
Well,
Oh, that was mean. All right, let's move on.
It's not even a rundown, Rama. It's just attack. Same thing, radio, attack. Bounties.
I don't attack.
Definitely not.
If I don't do that joke, I'm not doing my job, Riggsy.
all right,
I thought for sure he was going to point.
I heard you were like freaking out too. Whatever. Moving from one disgruntled employee who doesn't like a bounty put on his head for a golf cart, shout out Riggs, if you run him over in a golf cart, catch it on tape, got to be real, $1,000 cash. Another employee, Nate. So he's at the World Series of Poker. He's on ESPN.com. Like the ESPN has a poker page called The Chalk. You go on there, it's Nate's mug, front and center.
It's the best Nate's mug has ever looked.
Yeah,
he looks great.
incredible.
He actually tweeted, he goes, am I a model?
Right.
Caleb said it best. I said, look at his smile. Caleb goes, I think he got more teeth.
Yeah, no, Nate looking sharp. So
winning chips.
So what has happened the last 24 hours? Nate, we did a deal, Fantasy Labs, shout out Fantasy Labs. I almost have their like the leader in fantasy. Nate said it so many times. We did an ad deal.
One-stop shop.
One-stop shop, fantasy, everything. We did an ad deal with them. They sent Nate and Smitty to the World Series of Poker. They paid for their entry. Nate, it started, I almost forgot how this started. It started innocently enough yesterday on the radio where it was like, hey, Nate, can I buy a stake in you or something? Which I shouldn't have even been able to ask since it was our money.
All Nate needed to do was accept your offer.
Which would have been
and
preposterous.
None of this would happen.
But Nate, I was like, I'll give you $1,000. I want 10%. This was a deal I couldn't even make because it's Barstool's. But I was caught up in the moment. Nate then says, that gets you what, 3%? He's doing like a 300% markup.
On stuff that's not his money. Right.
Correct.
Right.
He didn't put up any money to get in, but he's profiting off it by selling his own
So
shares.
you should just shut up because then that an antenna went up. I'm like, wait a minute. This isn't, you didn't even pay for yourself to get in this.
It's like when people's parents in college would give them stuff and then they would like sell it to their buddies and just make money off their parents.
Yeah, but the parents actually gave it to them then. In this case, we didn't give him anything. Like, I've used this analogy. We did an ad deal. We knew Fantasy Labs was going to pay the 20 grand entry fee for the two of them, 10 grand each. If they didn't do that, it would have been 20 grand more cash to Barstool. So it's basically Barstool staked them. Long story short, the Spider Monkey in his Rain Man self doing computer math that's so probably beyond us in the zone, stomping on people yesterday every 2 seconds.
In the words of Nate, I hate checking, I love raising, they love folding.
Just steamrolling.
So good.
Steamrolling the competition.
He said he had them talking to themselves at the table.
And let me tell you,
running over him so much they were mumbling to themselves.
I cannot even imagine what they were actually saying to each other. Like, I'm going to fucking murder this little shithead.
Cocky Nate is one of the most arrogant, insufferable humans alive. And Cocky Nate is running wild in Sin City.
He's running all over everybody, too. He's running over Smitty on the balcony, calling him the dumbest person like he's ever fucking seen.
Anybody can catch the wrath right now.
We've got, it's like 2003 in the office, too. We got, everybody's a poker expert now. We got Mark, the programmer, running around explaining, like, all the odds and the stakes and like, well, I gave you $8 last Saturday when you won, so like now you owe me this winning. It's fucking chaos in the office.
And what has transpired is once Nate denied my offer, which again was an offer that I shouldn't have even been allowed to make, I said, fuck it, Nate, it's not your money. I'm going to divide the winnings, anything you may win, evenly amongst all content employees. This now has set off a firestorm because Nate, I'm sure, how could you not? He's in like 5th or 6th overall. How could you not have visions of winning like millions of dollars in your head?
Oh, yeah.
So
To be clear, he has 10 hours tomorrow,
a lot of
and he
poker
has
left.
to make through halfway of Thursday to get in the money at all. So there is a long way to go. but he does have a big lead.
What would we say if this is a baseball game? What's he got a 2-run lead in the second inning? Is that what we're looking at?
I don't even know, but what was going on before? Somebody was saying.
Leadoff home run? Does anyone here know anything?
That's probably really fair. Leadoff home run. There's still so many. There's like 5,000 people still.
Leadoff
But
home
it's
run.
also that's not equivalent because like in poker you're not trying to. It's not like
Beat
one
everybody
against
else.
one. It's like
When you have a big chip lead.
yeah, you got to figure
So
out his
maybe golf.
percentages.
Wait,
percentage
let me-
to
all
finish in the money.
You're a golf guy.
Yeah.
Maybe it's more accurate than that. There's a big field. It's Thursday. Like,
Yeah, it would almost be like I would say right now he's got like a 50-50 shot to make the cut. Whereas like when he started,
he's got a way better.
I don't know, dude. So essentially,
That's probably fair. When you're coming in against thousands of people
You're
to now be
fifth place.
yeah,
You
but
have a
only the top like
50-50.
15% make the money. So when he started, he had like a 15% chance of making the money. Now that he's actually got a pretty big chip lead, he's got a way higher chance, but he's definitely not a lock. I mean, he could be out in the first hour tomorrow. Boom, done.
Dude,
If he's out, how much do you think the blame comes back on me?
If he was
It's
playing
already
today,
yours.
he would want to murder you. Like he
Yeah.
would be out in 8 seconds at the table.
But
He would
dude,
just
think
be
about
gone.
the way he got up so big was he caught 4 8s against a full house. That could
Which
easily happen the
basically,
other direction.
like brain dead monkey could make a lot
Yeah,
of
if
money.
that goes
That's
the other way,
perfect
he's
hand.
at home right now.
Yeah.
You know, the opposite of that happens, and all of a sudden he's
But
cooked.
he is
But I
Rain
did
Man.
say to Nate too. He's had so many good lines throughout this whole thing. I said, what if when they switch up the tables, some monster chip leader sits down at your table and he goes, "I am the monster chip leader."
He is literally the guy.
He said he put in the
He's
asterisk-
Heisenberg.
He said Heisenberg voice.
I'm the
and he
guy
sent
who
it to me.
knocks. Like Nate is probably just going around, and you know Nate's in his own world. He thinks everyone knows who he is, and is like very intimidated.
Yeah.
Like he's walking around like he's fucking Moses Malone.
Dude,
out
this
This
there.
is
is like
hands.
earring Nate. It's like earring Nate through. He had like all that confidence for a couple days. The earring's gone. And like as soon as he loses all these chips, he's gonna come back and be the most insecure little fuck in the world.
And he's doing so. We had him on Barstool Radio, and we'll show these clips where what Nate does, which is better than anybody maybe I've ever met, is he alternates in between character and like calm to just totally blowing his top.
Berserk.
Yeah, like no regard for where he is. I think he actually blacks out slightly.
He definitely doesn't remember what he says, because sometimes he says some things, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe he said that.
Caleb just had your back on the best possible
No,
scenario
Caleb's
for
making
you.
up 25% splits out of thin air because he wants to go buy Ace of Spades bottles that he can't afford. Caleb, chill. You'll get money if I make money. I'm 90 hours for making money. I might throw my chips in the garbage so this whole thing fucking ends.
That'd actually be funny.
And then he's just like back to Nate all of a sudden, like, oh Dave, you're so funny.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. I just posted a blog. It's pretty clear. We have the conversations
I
between...
wouldn't say it's pretty clear.
No, it is.
It's very
yeah,
convoluted.
where are we?
No,
right now?
it's very clear what the deal is. The deal is Fantasy Labs, which Fantasy Labs took us to the
Boondoggle. They
Fantasy,
boondoggled hard.
Fantasy
They are
Labs got
pumped
an
right now.
ad deal, and they clearly get to keep 50% of any winnings. That's between us and them. Then it says Barstool will keep 25%. They, Smitty and Nate, will keep 25%. Now, somehow Nate disputes this, but it's in black and white. It couldn't be clearer.
So the content people are splitting 25% of whatever
No.
Nate wins.
Well, yes, that's
Dave's
worst case
David's
scenario.
overruling
But
the other
you're-
25%.
I'm saying it doesn't, like, nobody has claim on what we do with our side except me. Like, that's what Mark,
gotcha.
programming sales, said that, hey, that's what we're going to do. But I can just step in and say,
No, we're not.
Actually, no, we're not. And, there's no agreement. Like, Smitty and Nate were going, we sent you. Like, they're going, you're paid for by Barstool. If I want to say you get nothing, you get nothing. If you get all 50, you get 50. If we divide it evenly, we divide it evenly. That's not what the deal between us and Fantasy Labs say. But I say Fantasy Labs, and really nobody has input into what we do with our 50%.
Gotcha.
But that's not what it
where
says.
Nate keeps coming back, saying that he and the owner of Fantasy Labs have had this discussion,
Right.
and it was agreed
Which
upon.
means nothing.
Zero.
Literally
Nah.
nothing.
And my
Nah.
dad, who is on and would love to disagree, he said Nate and Smitty have zero case. He said it's a slam dunk that they have no say in what happens to their win.
Didn't he say to you, like, I never say this, but I could win this case for
Yes,
sure?
my dad. I don't know how many
He kept-
cases
he
my
kept
dad
going.
has won in that basement he's lived in that he rarely gets out of sweatpants, but I can't imagine it's been a ton. And he's saying slam dunk. he
Chomping
wins
at the
this
bit
case.
for
He
this
keeps
case.
yelling, that's ridiculous,
Yeah.
every time they make a point.
He is so confident. The only thing he said, the only concern is that you have to have somebody guard Nate, that he doesn't
The
run
flight
with the
risk.
money.
Oh,
Flame
wow.
wrestling.
Yeah. Like
Oh,
you need
that's not
somebody
good,
like
Bryce.
muscle standing at the rail,
Okay.
almost like Shooter McGavin. Like where are you going? Like running after.
'cause in
Nate.
that-
like,
in that
that's-
moment, that
that's-
money's Nate's.
That's Happy
Right.
Gilmore's money.
There's with the jacket, chasing that with the nail.
Yeah, right, yeah.
So there's like a split moment where Nate owns all of the money.
Because
we have
it-
to
because he'll
intercept
have
him
access
before
to it, right?
whatever.
And if he does that,
Imagine just putting him
He
in a
takes
bird
off.
cage and flying home with him in like a human bird cage, like put him in like the animal section.
we were the whole office was
Yeah.
discussing the idea of if Nate flees, and then this company basically just becomes a manhunting company.
Oh, that would be
And
unbelievable.
we track Nate all around as he tries to evade Dave Portnoy and Barstool Sports.
I love that.
That would, I mean, forget about everything else we do. That would be our new bread and butter.
I feel like I'm being vilified too. One, I feel like I'm.
Oh, you definitely are. People are definitely like, they deserve that money if they win it.
Those people are so delusionally
But no,
insane.
the business side of things, it makes them delusional. But from just like I can see where people are like, they win, they should get the money. That's how those people are thinking.
But those
They're
people
not thinking
are,
about business at all.
If you think that, you are as dumb as Smitty. Like, I mean, how could anybody
if
think
somebody
that?
pays your way to compete in the event, that becomes a business transaction. You
If
have to
they
think
want to
business-wise.
keep their own money,
They pay up their own money to get in.
pay to get in, pay for your hotel, pay for your. It's so simple.
See, they bit off more than they can chew, or they're flying too close to the sun. One of those phrases, because there was a good boondoggle.
We know what you mean.
It was a good boondoggle. All they had to do was shut the fuck up and enjoy it. A free trip to
they
Vegas.
kept pushing. They
yeah,
kept pushing.
and it's like you got a little too greedy.
No,
You're in a
now we want
penthouse,
$8
you're in the
million.
club.
Like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah,
you know,
right.
it was just they had a good thing going.
So
Another Breaking Bad reference there. They bit off more than
that's
they could chew.
Nate Gate, and again, I'm rooting for him. I took myself out. I even said I'll take none of the money. Just split it amongst like Robin Hood. Just spread it to the poor. Spread it to the masses.
The sneaky best part about this is no one is mentioning Smitty having any chance of winning anything. Like it has not been brought
Well,
up at all.
someone had the best line though. He's doing okay, but they said if you can't spot the blockhead at the table, you're the blockhead. That's like
Rounders, it's
yeah.
rounders.
Honestly, if you're playing poker and Smitty sits down, you go yes, like to the side. Whereas if Nate
As soon as he plays the hand, I'm in. I go.
yeah. If Nate sits down, you're nervous because it's like this kid's got some idiosyncrasy. He has a computer chip. He's like weird. Like whereas Nate, I mean Smitty, Smitty.
That's why there's this.
Smitty's like, I'll raise the
Shred.
cheese, dick. Like, I mean,
All right. That's exactly what you want. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I looped in this idiot.
But that's why there's a shred of a chance that Nate will go on some weird run because he's not just like an average poker player. He's a fucking complete
I could
weirdo.
see Nate like at the table, like just drooling and shit. Like, I mean, I could picture anything.
Fiddling with his chips. Just like,
This thing with his hands, just like playing poker like this with his cupped hands all
spinning
the
chips
time.
in fucking circles. It's like a circus.
Fucking Nate, dog. Go Nate, go.
Doing the shrug. And
Yeah.
every time he wins a hand.
Yeah. I wonder what Katie Knowlton thinks of this whole thing. One of his arch enemies. Home run derby. I didn't see a pitch, so we'll have to go. I know Aaron Judge won it. Everyone was
hit
freaking out about it. We had
billion
Big Cat
home runs.
with huge glove. Big Cat, shut up, Big Cat. Just looking so fat and disgusting.
That one picture was unbelievable.
I thought he was doing better. That was Kool-Aid style. That was Kool-Aid.
That
man.
was a bad visual because he is really trimmed down.
But
Yeah. He
But-
got like a haircut. He's been looking better, but that was
that was
not
RV
good.
style. That
So
was Kool-Aid.
red
man.
is off the list,
You gotta get-
and that pink is off the list, or whatever
That-
that was
or
last
was
night.
it
Those
like
are not his
orange?
colors.
Kool-Aid man, when he came in on Barstool Dixie, he came in the USA, all red.
You think that beats Big House?
They're both so uniquely the Big Cat Big House. That was optics. That had to be optics. That had to be bad optics. The Kool-Aid
It was.
man.
That was because I remember taking that picture and I saw it in real life and it didn't look that bad. And then I looked at my camera and I was like, "What happened?"
I
here?
almost didn't want to post that. It was that bad. I was like, "That is so bad. We can't post it." The Kool-Aid man, the way he comes rolling into that, like, where were they? Like a Best Western or something?
Something stupid
And it's
like
like
that.
Caleb's out of college. Busboy Benny's like big, good-looking, in shape, and then the Kool-Aid man comes like through the wall. So not his best moment. But the home run derby itself, I guess Aaron Judge dominated.
Yeah, I mean he hit like
Were they
miles worth
moonshots?
of home run. He hit 4 over
Who
500
calls
feet.
it now? Who's the announcer?
Ravitch. Yeah, he hit 4 that were 500 feet. Nobody else hit anything over 500. his first round matchup was my guy Justin Bohr, ate a donut mid-round. He put up 22. So the way they do it now is they seed it.
Yeah.
And you face off, which like kind of sucks because I feel like Bohr would have been a good person to put through the next round. I don't Yankee fans are all juiced up over the fucking
Homerun Derby. Who fucking cares?
Like, it's a fun spectacle when you watch someone put like 25 balls into orbit, but I mean,
yeah, I just watched.
Hubbs was trying to rub it in my face. I was like, I don't give a fuck about the
Hubbs
Derby.
is all rise. I mean, that was the most obvious thing that was going to wear our all rise shirt today. I mean, not even to sell him, just because he's like,
all right, my guy just won.
He loves.
He goes, I walk in, he goes
merch.
to me, did you have fun last night? And I was like, I don't know. What was last night? It was pretty normal. He's like, the Homerun Derby.
Yeah, no,
Fuck you, Hubbs.
Hubbs is crazy. Did you watch the Homerun Derby?
No, I just checked the recap blog. It's got everything you need in there. I'm not gonna.
Give me a review. Moving on of Planet of the Apes. War for the Apes. What'd you think, Riggs?
This is just about you going to the movies, right? That's this whole
the
topic.
premiere. So the movie is not out yet, so that means you have not seen it. I went to the world premiere yesterday.
That was the lamest thing you've ever done.
with my friend Peter Chernin.
Like,
The actors were
You
all
got
there. The
boom, roasted, Riggs. I'm out of here.
the actors were all there. My friend Woody Harrelson, he was there. All the cast, the crew. They had the step and repeat. I sat in front of my billionaire friend Jonathan Nelson. So another guy. A lot of Barstool, a lot of churning. Really a wonderful event. Go see Planet of the Apes. It's very good. If you like this
got
franchise.
seat cucked.
I did get seat cucked. I got kicked out of my seats like trickily.
Played like a fiddle.
Yeah, we had 2 seats, great seats, like right across from Peter. It's like, hey, Peter, how you doing?
Best you can get.
And then 2 people and this woman came. He's like, there were 2 seats that were clearly ours to the right, not front and center. They're like, can you guys just move down for the Q&A? Like, they're just going to stay for the Q&A. Their family is in it or something. Yeah, I didn't say yes. The person I was with said yes. We slid down, and then once we sat, the dude's like, "Oh, we're staying for the movie."
These guys are experts. I mean,
They
do this
knew
all the
exactly
fucking
what they're
time,
doing.
yeah.
They spotted the marks. They found the 2 blockheads in the audience.
said, this
and were
fucking
like,
guy's
"You
never been to a
chumps can
premiere.
move
I'm
down."
gonna-
I hadn't been to a premiere.
Swoop in.
I love the movie.
They're like, look at him, he's wearing a sport coat. Get over here, move
The
down.
premiere was underwhelming in the sense that I thought I was like going to be on E! News and stuff today, but that didn't happen at all. There was like no pictures taken of me. I wore a suit coat to a fucking movie. Like, who the fuck does that? Like, Erica and I were actually talking. She was there. It's like, what the fuck do we wear? Are we going to be like on TV? We didn't know. There was nothing. Nobody cared.
Just went to a movie.
Like, per usual, the only people who said hello was like the ticket takers, like big fan as they we walked in. But I have seen the
Down with
movie
the peasants.
before anybody else, so. And I know what happens to Caesar.
I swear, if you spoil that, I'll punch you
That's
right.
actually-
I'll punch you right in your big fucking
fuck
neck.
Everyone wants to know. Now it's not so funny that I know the joke.
Say that, man.
Insane Clown Posse fan in Boston held Kiss 108 hostage with a machete and an axe. What are you laughing at?
It's a fucking unbelievable
Because he
story.
wanted him to play.
Really wanted to hear his jam, dude.
Yeah, and it was like My Axe or something is the name of the Insane Posse song. So he went to an axe. He's like, play My Axe song, or I'm gonna like hack you up with this axe. Don't know. Did they actually play the song? I don't think they did. He was in traffic being like, they won't play it.
Right, and they
Kiss
were
108 does not negotiate with terrorists.
That's
Just play
what
the
they were-
fucking song.
They were talking about like they brought in a professional negotiator who was like trying to get the song on, like play the fucking song.
Just play the song.
I'll tell you, the guy who probably, Maddie in Boston, Maddie in the Morning, that guy's been on there for like 50 years. So I could see him being like, fuck this
No.
guy. Like,
Like,
this
what
is
about-
my
yeah.
show. I've been doing this for like a century. Like, no one tells me what to play.
like-
And by the way, Kiss 108 is not Insane Clown Posse music.
No.
So I
they
could-
couldn't even play it if they wanted to.
It's very like,
No radio station.
it's very pop,
Yeah.
very poppy.
I mean, good. This is great for the Insane Clown Posse. The fact that their brand is still
Oh.
strong enough that they got the juggalos out here with axes and shit.
all-time
Their
video.
people
I
are
thought
gonna
that
love
was-
this.
yeah.
We sent Kat Timpf to like
the
Insane.
Juggalo, what's it called?
She's
The
lucky.
Gathering
she's
of the
lucky
Juggalos.
she walked out of that thing.
Yeah.
I missed it. What was the craziest thing that happened last night? I missed.
Blew up a porta potty.
What?
They were fucking lighting shit off in a porta potty and some bitch run out pulling up her drawers and shit. Probably shit still hanging out her fucking ass.
Like
they're
pretty
still- they're
blonde
still
girl
very
walking
much out
around
there.
like these lunatics making fun of them. And some of them are, are you making fun of us? Like, how about we just throw you in the tent and like do things that are illegal? And,
With
like,
our
a million
machetes
yeah.
and shit. Yeah, not good.
Last one, we got you on politics. So Trump Jr. is in the news because he met with somebody in I'm so sick of this story. Like, I honestly don't know why this is a story. I don't. Like, yeah, if someone calls up and says you have junk on Hillary Clinton, Yeah, I'm going to go try to get the junk. I'm running against her. Like Hillary wouldn't do the same.
Yeah, we were talking about earlier. The Clintons definitely take this meeting. They just don't send their like son to the meeting.
Yeah, they don't get caught.
That was the problem.
Yeah, they're fine. They don't get caught.
The Trumps send fucking literally their son to the meeting. That was probably a mistake.
That's the guy who retweeted Old Row, right?
Yeah.
I love people being like, oh, you guys suck. Old Row got retweeted. No. Awesome.
It's their job.
Yeah, and it's like they're Southern, so that's their fans. Like, I don't care if you like it. Like,
But
They like it.
I don't know
Yeah.
if you've seen these characters that are coming out of this story now. This Rob Goldstone guy.
I saw the picture.
Is unbelievable.
Not since Cousin Yuri with A-Rod have I loved a side character as much as Goldstone.
This
He's
guy, this
unbelievable.
like publicist who makes like music videos, who put Trump in a music video, is now putting together meetings with the Russians and Trump about winning the election. And then this guy, I was on his Facebook. I sent him a Facebook message today. This guy's Facebook's just public. You go on it. He's got all these pictures. He's wearing a hat that says "cunty" on it.
Big gold hat with a gold like license plate that says Cunty.
Those are the best.
Yes, he's got a slipper that just says "sex" on it. And he's like this big, like fat guy. He's all over the world and everywhere.
He's the music producer guy?
He was
Because
like-
the song
he's the
that Donald Trump's in
is
a banger.
it's
a
awesome.
fucking awesome song, and Donald did a great performance in the music video.
Comes in hot at the end and just fires the guy for being like kind of like not showing up to work because he's a fucking singer or whatever.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, Emin? Emin, let's get with it. You're always late. You're just another pretty face. I'm really tired of you. You're fired.
All very, very good stuff.
But this whole thing, like this guy puts the deal together and then Donald Jr. comes out and is like, no, like they're just trying to blow this thing out. And then an hour later posts all the emails where they're like, yo, we got dirt on Hillary and we're pro-Trump. You in for this meeting? He's like, that sounds great. Is it late summer?
Yeah,
Let's do it.
But that to me is like, yeah, duh. Like somebody sends that. Like anybody here could send that. Be like, yo, I got serious dirt. People are like, yeah, you send somebody to go find out.
Every
You
like,
don't become
major
president by
political
not
family,
taking those
right.
meetings.
No.
Dude, like the
that's-
Kennedys weren't doing that. Like
And
the Clintons,
come
like
on.
you said, like give me a break.
And even the stuff that I didn't get, like the G8 or whatever, the meetings when people are like, oh, Trump, and first of all, those are crazy because the meeting with Putin where like Trump just says one thing and Putin says the other. You need you need it live. You need that thing filmed live
Right.
to really understand what's really being said. But what do they expect them to do? Like if you can't like hold them at gunpoint. It's like,
Right.
hey, did you do something? No. All right. Well, then
See you
what?
later. Yeah.
Right. That's it. They're not gonna like interrogate each other and start like Jack Bauer each other out there. It's like that's
that's
it.
crazy.
You're gonna get it, and they're gonna go back to their fucking crew and do their thing.
All right, so that's the rundown. What do we have to look forward to this week? Well, we have tomorrow. Nate being
Nate.
back live is going to be electric.
I don't know if we had to look forward to tomorrow, but at some point Riggs will be hit with a golf cart.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
That's
I
100%
don't
certainty.
think I'll make it through this weekend.
Really?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Do you kind of just want to get over with?
Yeah,
that's what we were
talking
debating
about earlier
before.
because now you've stolen golf from me because I can't like.
He can't enjoy himself.
How fun is golf? I'm standing over the ball like I'm gonna get murdered in 2 seconds.
Again, as I like to say, and I said to you, I've said this since I started Barstool. I say it when I get in a fight with feminists. I say it when I get in a fight with anybody. I don't provoke. I never throw the first punch. You parked a scooter outside that office.
Dave, a scooter is sidewalk friendly. It's indoor friendly for a reason. It can't hurt anybody. You would have to scoot out
If
of the way.
you
It'd be
did
kind of
not
funny.
put that scooter there, just like if Nate wasn't like, oh, a 300% markup, if you push me into a corner, then the tire comes out.
I'm gonna win a huge lawsuit when I get run over by a car.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
I don't think so.
It's gonna be great.
Okay, we'll see.
It's all coming back to everybody's trying to get some money.
I know, everyone in here, I give people these opportunities, and everyone tries to like come back.
The opportunity you gave me is that I'm gonna get run over by a cart.
Why did you parked a scooter and tried to ambush me?
It's a scooter. It
don't-
would have been hilarious.
You can't
and
get
know
run
it.
over by a
That would have been
scooter, like-
I feel
fantastic.
like it really would have hurt your ankles. I feel like that would chop your
Yeah,
fucking
break
leg
an
out.
ankle, dude.
Yeah,
Come
dude,
on.
yeah.
I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to turn to
Soft, bro.
violence.
No way.
You turned to violence.
Dave, you got run over by Big Cat when he was on that thing. You
Yeah,
like
it
broke
hurt
your
my
fucking
toe,
foot.
broke my toe. He just went over a little part of my toe.
And
You
been
resorted
outside.
to
Big
violence.
And you're fine.
It was my toe.
Right. That's it. That thing can only hurt like a toe.
Listen. All right, maybe I'll call it off if you do a
No!
brilliant apology. Even if I call it off.
Is he
people
gonna get
still
hit? All right,
do
yeah,
it.
that's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
but then it's
That was
legally
savvy.
You're
recoverable.
not
You're gonna
whispering, I
grovel
gotta-
and you're gonna get hit.
Right,
So that's
and
actually
then
pretty
we're
smart.
legally clear.
Yeah. True. Smart.
I don't
Okay.
want you to call it off. I'm trying to collect here.
Okay, well then you just said it, so now
You know
I'm
what?
clear.
Let's
That-
make
put
a second
that-
one.
Put that.
Let's
no,
make a second boundary now.
No, he just said he doesn't want it called off.
Oh, so we're
That
legally-
was clear
okay.
as day. That'll hold up. He just clearly said, so we're legally
As
now.
we say around here a lot, legally binding.
That's legally
That's
binding.
legally binding.
We're gonna find out, I think, because
Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna get hit by a
Okay,
car.
yeah, I hope so. And when what happens? Are you still saying you're going to shoot somebody to death?
No, I've moved on to I'm gonna beat him with a golf club.
To death? Are we still on the death thing?
Well, it's gonna depend on my rage level in the moment.
Which will be very high. You are a very
I actually
raging
would
guy.
be very scared with that cross-eyed guy coming at me with a
Very.
golf club.
I don't think I would hit Riggs with a golf cart
Thank you.
because I think you're crazy.
I
But whoever
probably
does do
probably
it,
wouldn't either.
but whoever does do it needs to yell
And
"Bozo!"
and
as they hit him.
The amount of
that
Go
would just
Prez
be the
Go
icing on
guys
the
that
cake.
would do it is very scary.
I'm going to leave this here. And I want everyone to know I don't condone it. That's the rundown.
Jesus
It's Roger Goodell all over again.